Very flattered, Miss Ferrier. And curious. Why do you choose to sell your company to Harper Cosmetics rather than to one of our competitors?
Because your competitors don't have you, Mr. Harper.
Oh? Why do you say that?
I know how personally involved you are in every division of Harper Worldwide. Isn't that right?
True.
I've outlined a simple proposal. 2 points. First, I sell you my company, but I retain full creative control. Second, I want my products manufactured in America, not in Europe.
Well, finding production space shouldn't be a problem.
I'd like your guarantee on that, in writing.
That's not necessary.
You realize I do have other options for Ferrier Cosmetics.
I'm sure you do. But if I buy, your company would become a division of Harper Cosmetics, and you would report to that company's president, my son, Wesley.
Not to you. Then I think we have nothing further to talk to.
Well, let's cut the dramatics, Miss Ferrier, and get down to business. You know damn well who's in charge here. Now, you want to sell, I want to buy.
And if you buy, what then?
Only one thing. To make Ferrier as important worldwide as it is in Europe. And I know that's something I can do, Miss Ferrier.
Then if I get my guarantee in writing, we're in business. Mr. Harper.
Miss Ferrier.
I think I might just stay here for the rest of the day.
Poor darling. What's the matter? Am I just too much for you, or are you having trouble keeping up?
Not noticeably.
Have you talked to Grayson Carr this week?
No.
Darling, you know you have to persuade him that David isn't capable of running a fashion company, and there's not much time left before the Tempest show.
I'll handle it, Racine. I'll also take care of breaking up Grant's marriage and getting him out of Harper Worldwide.
Well, I know it's a tough assignment, and it does take so much out of you. Aren't you lucky you have me to help you put it all back in?
Oh, Racine. I mean, what would I do without you?
Well, you wouldn't have half as much fun.
That is true.
Are you going to let Laurie model for David's show?
Why not? It'll be the last time she ever works for him.
And what about that Perone shoot in Bermuda?
As long as Harper Cosmetics gets an acknowledgement.
Darling, don't I always give you exactly what you deserve? I was thinking of something along the lines of, with special thanks to Wesley Harper. And no mention of Grant, of course.
What a nice surprise.
Well, I didn't mean to stop you. It's just the weather got so cold.
No. It's, I needed something like this. Hey, missed you at breakfast.
Oh, well, you got home very late last night.
Yeah, for a good reason. I finally met the elusive Colette Ferrier.
Really?
Yeah. She just suddenly appeared in my office last night. Uninvited and unannounced.
How very odd. Does that mean that she wants to sell her company?
Yeah, sure does. We worked out the terms right then and there. She is an original. Smart, too. And tough. But, oh, boy, she is really... She's really an interesting lady. Very interesting lady. Very.
She sounds fascinating.
She is.
Grant, this new acquisition, it isn't going to stop our taking our vacation next week, is it?
No. I said we were going, and we were going. Never let you down the important things, have I?
Not really. Except for that one time.
Oh, one indiscretion 17 years ago. Some women never forget, do they?
Well, I suppose they don't. But they do have a tendency to forgive. Well, I hope that Miss Ferrier proves to be as agreeable a business partner as David has.
I'm not sure agreeable is a word that I would use to describe her. Tell me now, what are we getting Laurie Caswell for her birthday?
I don't care what your reasons are. Laurie's birthday has always been a family thing, Dinah.
Michael, I had no idea that you react this way. Grant Harper offered to throw a surprise party for her, and I accepted. I'm sorry. I should have discussed it with you first.
I don't care about the party. But can't you see they're just using Laurie's birthday as a publicity gimmick for expectations? I suppose your friend Jake Larner came up with that one.
Michael! Michael, Jake has nothing to do with it, and it's not for publicity. It was Grant's idea. He's very fond of Laurie. And besides, I mean, how many times has he really interfered with our lives?
There's no need to get defensive, Dinah. I'm just trying to keep what's left of this family together. Dinah and Laurie off to Bermuda.
She's been chosen to be photographed by Perrone, one of the world's top photographers. She's going to be featured in his next book. And it's a wonderful chance for her to travel.
If I had thought that going to Bermuda was educational, I think we could have managed a few days there with our daughter.
Michael, Laurie's becoming a top model, whether we like it or not.
Well, maybe Laurie isn't who I'm concerned about.
What's the urgency, Father? Carol said you want to see me right away.
Yes, I did. There's someone I'd like you to meet. And believe me, this was as big a surprise to me as I'm sure it's going to be for you. Leslie, meet Colette Ferrier of Ferrier Cosmetics. Colette, my son, Wesley. I know you'll be pleased to hear that we're in the process of acquiring Ferrier, Wesley. And since you two will be working very closely together, I hope you'll become good friends.
How do you do?
Welcome to Harper Worldwide at last, Miss Ferrier.
Colette, Wesley.
Father, you should have said something. We could have had a little press party for Colette.
Plenty of time for that. Besides, I didn't know myself until late last night.
I made somewhat of an unscheduled appearance. Grant and I, shall we say, clicked. And before we knew it, we had a deal.
I see. Before we knew it, huh?
I've already explained to Colette that introducing Ferrier to the United States is going to take some careful planning.
Ah, yes, of course.
Marketing. That's the secret, of course. And there's no one any better at that than Wesley. You'll be in good hands.
Yes, I'm sure I will.
Well, as always, Father knows best.
I resent that. I am not being impossible, but the least that you could have done was told me first.
Wesley, I'm sorry if the Ferrier deal was such a big shock to you, but business is business. I had to move fast. I had to make a decision.
Business is usually done during daylight hours, you know? I mean, you could have waited until this morning.
All right, all right. I apologize if I put you on the spot. But I must say, I thought you handled it very well. Very well indeed. Actually, there was a moment there when I felt that you two knew each other. Did you ever meet before?
No, never had the pleasure.
Well, what we need to do now, of course, is to get the Ferrier line rolling. Which of our factories has the lightest workload on expectations?
We're at maximum production on all of our factories. I would think you'd know all those figures by heart. I'm sorry, Father, but you're going to have to import Ferrier, at least initially.
No, that was a problem that Ferrier had 5 years ago. There's too much government red tape if we import. We've got to make room somewhere here in the States.
Only if we slow down on expectations, and I am not prepared to do that.
What about Aaron Bell's new cosmetics plant up in Vermont? Didn't we discuss taking some of our business there?
Yes, but they're not scheduled to open up until February. Yes. Hold on. It's for you.
Oh. Hello? Oh, yes, Ellen. Rothman can't meet until 8 now? You sure? Ah. All right, set it up. Yes, yes, I know. Thank you, Ellen. Damn. I was taking Marjorie to the new Bromley play tonight, and I'll have to cancel.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why don't I take Marjorie to the theater tonight?
Well, that's a wonderful idea. Wonderful. Call her and suggest it.
Great.
And you might get a hold of Aaron Bell, too. See if he can help us out, huh?
You have the relationship with Aaron, if you want to call it that. I would imagine taking over 2 of his companies might just rankle him a little bit.
Oh, nonsense. That was just business.
Mm-hmm.
Stay with the beat now. I'll tell you what, why don't you just throw your head back for me, all right? Let's try it. No, I didn't say to turn. What? Cut the music. What's wrong here, Tara?
I'm sorry, Sammy. I don't know what's wrong. I just feel so dizzy.
Well, I'm not surprised with all that spinning around you had to do. Come on. Take a minute and rest here.
We have 7 more costume changes here, Julia.
Well, you may see them and you may not, Sammy, okay? Okay. Come on, darling. What's the matter, Taryn? You didn't tell me that you weren't feeling well.
I don't know. Shh. I didn't sleep too well. Maybe I'm getting a cold. It doesn't do much for my motivation, you know?
Don't try unemployment. Listen to me. This is a very important shoot. It's 6 pages, and this is your first cover in months.
I'm sorry, Mother.
What is it, that boy? Is he still on your mind? I thought we cleared it up.
Oh, you settled that all right. I don't know what you did, but I know that you're the reason why John left without me.
I don't want to go into this again. Come on. Would you put some blusher on her, please?
Look, I'm fine. Could we change the music, please? Maybe that'll loosen me up.
Sure, you want different music? Let's get some different music. Let's throw on a different tape, all right? Here we go. Taryn, listen, we'll do it one more time, all right? This time I want life from you, all right? Energy, right? Energy up. Let's start off with a turn. You ready? Let's do it.
Every time I think of you, I always catch my breath.
Did you have to play a John Waite song?
Save your breath, Julia. She's impossible. Okay, folks, thanks a lot. That is a wrap.
You are standing me up for Marjorie. Darling, your taste is changing too fast for me.
Now look who's having trouble keeping up.
Oh, not I. I just hope Marjorie realizes what a considerate son she has and learns to trust you a little more.
Oh, yes, and trust Grant less. Just give me a little bit of time. You know what I'm saying? Grant just bought Ferrier Cosmetics.
He found Colette Ferrier?
Colette found him.
You mean she's here in New York?
Every calculating, ambitious ounce of her. I can't wait till you two get together. That should be fun.
Been waiting almost an hour.
Darling, I'll talk to you later. Thank you for the wonderful news. Don't you ever walk into this office like that again.
You made a fool of me at that shoot yesterday.
You didn't need my help for that. In fact, if I hadn't prompted you, you'd still be sitting on that motorcycle trying to get it right.
I'm doing the best I can.
It's a shame that isn't quite good enough, isn't it? Chris, don't sulk. It's nothing personal.
Is anything personal with you?
Are we dressing in installments now?
Yeah, where's a sweater for you? It's the one you bought me.
Oh, well, thank you. Try doing it for yourself. You know, you look very, attractive. These are the pictures from your shoot. They're hot. Very hot. The ad agency wants you back. Want to try playing this my way?
Yeah, I'll play.
I rather thought you might.
Thank you very much. Well, what did you think? How'd you like the first act, huh?
Oh, very much. I'm very grateful to you for bringing me tonight, Wesley.
Well, how could I pass up the chance of being seen with the best-looking blonde in New York City, huh?
Oh, thank you.
Besides, being out with you it's good business. After all, you are the boss.
Oh, you mean the boss's wife?
Oh, no, I mean you are really the boss. 25% of Harper Worldwide, controlling interest in the company. Say, how's your drink? Is that all right?
Oh, yes, it's fine, thank you. Wesley, I'm very concerned about your father buying Ferrier. You know how he is when he buys a company. There's no time for anything else.
Well, Colette Ferrier seems to need a great deal of his attention. What about Grant? Do you think he's going to cancel your vacation trip together? What about you, Marjorie? What are you going to do?
Your father is a very strong man. He responds to strength in other people. If he chooses to postpone the cruise, I'm going without him.
I think it's about time for the second act. Take care of these, all right?
I'm not going to Bermuda for vacation. It's work.
Yeah, life's really tough, isn't it?
What's the matter with you? You're being so weird.
I just don't see how you and Steve could break up over some dumb Molly you don't even know.
Chris isn't dumb, and he had nothing to do with Steve and I breaking up.
Fine, maybe you and Steve just sort of drifted apart then. Well, God, I've got to be realistic, you know. I mean, limousines and parties and Bermuda, all that stuff, that's what you do now. I mean, hanging out at bunks driving kind of pales in comparison.
I've got cause to be. There's a name for it. There's a phrase that.
Well, at least I get to see you on your birthday Monday.
"17. I thought that it was supposed to get easier when you got older. I don't know, half of me loves modeling, and the other half of me hates it. Mom and Michael fight all the time now. And I feel like it's all my fault. Hey, everything's gonna be okay.
I love you. Just be sure to bring me back a beach boy from Bermuda, okay?
Okay.
Oh, God, I gotta be in by 10. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Hey, Louis!
going? Want to grab a couple of beers and a pizza? How come your door's locked? You afraid some coyote's gonna jump on you or something, or what?
That'd be good for right now. I'm trying to bag some Z's.
Hey, you don't want to go?
Oh, no, that's okay, man. Thanks.
All right, catch you later.
I know it's late, but I thought I'd come and give you a more personal welcome to New York. Mind if I take my coat off?
Right ahead. Not too personal, I hope. It is late.
Ah, from Grant, huh? I was going to bring you some flowers, but now I'm glad I didn't. Yellow tulip still your favorite flower?
Wesley, what do you want?
I had to congratulate you, of course. Quite a performance you put on this morning.
I wasn't acting. I didn't have to.
Look at you. Still as beautiful as you were in Paris 15 years ago. More beautiful.
Please don't do this. That was a long time ago. We were kids.
Think about it. Maybe adults have more fun, huh?
Is that what it was, fun, when you walked out?
Colette, neither one of us knew what we were doing.
I thought I knew. I thought I was in love with you. And I thought you loved me, too. At least enough to say goodbye.
I loved you, Colette. That was a long time ago.
Please
Paris
don't
was a long
do
time
this.
ago.
Now.
I loved you so much.
Wesley. No. Wesley.
Look, I know you care about me.
Now get out! Lori, come on, you're gonna be late for school.
Mom, look, it's from Australia.
How old do they think you are anyway?
Morning, birthday girl.
Hi.
Nope, you don't look a day over 17.
Mwah.
What is all this?
Presents from people. Racine messengered a whole bunch of it over. And the tickets and stuff from Bermuda.
2 first-class round-trip tickets and 2 hotel suites reserved in case we have to stay over.
Nice sweater. What's the matter?
I hate this guy. He writes me all this mushy stuff.
Beautiful Lori. You only got that right. Happy birthday to you. Please think of me when you wear this, just like I'll be thinking of you. Doesn't seem too strange.
Come on, baby. We're gonna miss your bus.
It's okay. I'll take her to school.
We should come to the city next time I work. I'd like it if you were there with Mom.
Don't worry about it, honey. Everything's gonna be fine.
thought you might like to see the advertising layouts that we used in Europe.
Nice surprise.
Wesley, let's get this straight, shall we? I don't want you in my life again. Please believe that. It will save us both a lot of embarrassment.
Let me ask you something. Why did you come to New York? Why did you sell Ferrier to Harper Worldwide?
It was the best business choice for me.
I don't believe you. I think you came to Harper because of me.
I admit you were the reason why I delayed accepting your father's bid. I wasn't sure how I'd feel seeing you again. But I look at you now, and I see nothing of the boy I used to love. I see only a man who's arrogant, conceited, cold. And all I feel is sadness for the boy.
Then why don't you go back to Switzerland, Colette? Because without my help, there's nothing for you here.
I know that you are deliberately withholding production space from me, Wesley.
Oh, come on, that's ridiculous.
But please, don't worry about Ferrier. Grant is having lunch with Aaron Bell, and he assures me that Mr. Bell will provide me with all the space I need.
Darling, now maybe you shouldn't be going back to work so soon. I mean, maybe you should still be resting.
I'm tired of resting. I'm sick of sitting around that apartment. Racine, I want to go back to work.
Well, I turned down tons of offers for you when you were pregnant. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. That was thoughtless of me.
Look, I lost my baby, and I have to adjust to that, I know. But so does everyone else. People have got to stop treating me as if I were ill.
All right. Vogue is always very interested in you. Glamour, Elle. In fact, there's an idea. Nice little trip to Paris, never heard. Although maybe you shouldn't be traveling just yet. On the other hand, maybe that is just what you need. In fact, what about Bermuda? You know, Franco Perrone is putting together a new book of all his favorite models. He loves you. In fact, he called me about you weeks ago.
I would love to work with him again in Bermuda. Racine, that's perfect. Oh, just to get away for a little while. Away from that apartment in Tempest Sportswear, morning, noon, and night.
Well, I'll call Perrone today, but... Blair, is everything all right? I mean, with you and David?
Yeah, of course it is. He's very busy with the new line, and you know how men get when they're all wrapped up in their work.
Frankly, darling, I don't. It seems I'm always the one doing all the work. Listen, you want to come up and have a cup of coffee?
No, I know you're busy, but I will check in with you later.
Okay, fine. Now we'll call Franco right away. Will you take care of yourself? How many times have you heard this today?
Goodbye.
Bye.
All right, now I want less padding, all right?
Less padding?
Less padding in these shoulders. Okay, that's fine.
Less padding on the shoulder?
Now, more tabs on the pockets.
More tabs?
Okay, definitely.
It's okay.
And use those
Hello?
half-inch
Yes,
leather buttons, not these, okay?
David, it's received.
Okay, I'll take my off. Whoa. Facings in the front. Hello, Racine.
David, I've just seen Blair, and I'm very concerned about her.
I thought you'd be ecstatic that she wants to go back to work.
I would be if I thought she were happy about it. But she seems edgy and high-strung. Not at all like Blair.
She's been through a bad time.
David, I'm well aware of that. It's just that she doesn't seem to be dealing with it at all. Have you thought of getting some kind of help for Blair?
Racine, I appreciate your concern, believe me. I am also worried about her. We both trying to do the best we can. It's just that she wants to go back to work. I don't know, maybe it's the help that she does need.
Well, there's certainly no problem there. In fact, I was just wondering if you had thought of using her for your Tempest show.
Yes, I thought about it. I just haven't had time to ask her. Have you spoken to Wesley about Laurie?
David, it's going to be a whole lot easier to persuade Wesley to release Laurie if Blair is doing that show, too. And, of course, Chris York doing your menswear.
Look, you handle it any way you have to, all right? Racine, I have got to go. All right, goodbye. Okay, where were we?
Well, we can negotiate the details later, Aaron, but, and I do need a definite response from you as soon as possible.
Well, I'll make every effort to open the Vermont plant earlier than February, Grant. And I'll try to get out of my other commitments so we can make it available to you for Ferrier Cosmetics.
I appreciate that.
Unfortunately, I'm leaving for Europe tonight. I won't be back for a couple of weeks.
Couple of weeks? 3 days from now, I'm supposed to be leaving on a vacation cruise with my wife.
Well, we're still a few meetings away from finalizing the deal, Grant. Be kind of hard to get a hold of you on a yacht.
All right. I'll be here when you get back.
Okay.
Appreciate your help in this. And, I'm glad there's no hard feelings about, that little problem that we had a couple of years ago.
Business is business, Grant. Best man won. Well, call you from London.
I really don't need this aggravation, Taryn. It's getting harder and harder for me to cover up for your unprofessional behavior, darling.
I couldn't help it. When I heard John singing, I fell apart. That's all.
Give him up, Taryn. It's your career you're hurting, not his. For God's sake, do you think you're the only girl in the world that ever fell for the wrong guy?
I don't think he was the wrong guy.
Trust me. One trip to the altar with your father gives me summa cum laude status on that subject.
Have you ever thought of getting married again?
Yes, and it's not likely. Except a weekend at the Cape is still negotiable.
Oh, why is it that everything that I do ends in a disaster? I mean, Laurie doesn't have the problems I do.
Why do you think everything's coming up roses at the Caswell house? That marriage is in trouble. And Jake Larner's seeing to it.
That is not Dinah's fault. You don't understand. Jake Larner's trying to take advantage of her.
Nobody's ever taken advantage of Dinah Caswell, honey. She's getting herself a Harper Worldwide vice president in her corner. That husband of hers could never do for Laurie's career what Jake can do. Do you understand? Because I know about careers. Wouldn't you say your mother knows about careers? Yes, that's right. Thank you.
Mr. Harper, Mr. Bell is here to see you.
Ah, send him in. Aaron, Aaron, get in here. How are you? It's good to see you.
Thank you, thank you.
How did it go?
Well.
Well?
Well, for me.
Well, good, good. Come on, tell me everything.
It's always pleasant to be in a position to withhold a favor from Grant Harper. I don't think he'll be leaving New York for a couple of weeks, Wesley.
No? I love it. Does that mean no vacation for Marjorie and Daddy? No Ferrier Cosmetics for Christmas?
Isn't Ferrier's deal set?
Well, only if we can guarantee manufacturing for Colette. If not, well, the acquisition is off for Colette. For Colette. That means, well, Aaron, you know how people talk in this town. They're going to say that Grant thought better about it and decided to back down. And then nobody will touch Ferrier.
Well, as Grant Harper always says, business is business, right?
That's right. That's what he says when he wins. I just wonder what he's going to say when he loses.
I'll drink to that.
Me too.
But why are we stopping at the Fentons? Cat starts in 20 minutes.
David and Blair wanted to see you on your birthday, Laurie.
Why is it so dark in here?
Happy birthday, Laurie, from Expectations and from everyone here who loves you. Now, just to start things off right here, a little something from my wife and me.
Beautiful.
How about that, huh?
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
This is just the beginning. Come with me, my dear.
Michael, this is a trifle excessive, isn't it? I do hope you brought one of your trucks.
So do you get 10% of her gifts as well, Racine?
Michael, what a wonderful idea. Why didn't I think of that? You know, I really should. The rate you're allowing her to work, I could use a little something extra. Actually, you know, just 1 or 2 extra days a week could make all the difference in Laurie's career, really, between big and really big.
Big is already big enough for me, thanks.
How did I know you were going to say that? Julia, I'm so glad you could come.
Thank you. You don't think I'd allow Taryn to come by herself, do you?
Of course you wouldn't.
Oh, I really want to say hello to you, too. Hello, Marjorie. How lovely you look. Hello, Grant.
Julia?
This is really a wonderful idea. I'm for promotion wherever you can get it. So why don't I book table number 1 at the Russian tea room next week so we can discuss Taryn's career?
Taryn's on suspension.
Well, I know that, but she's going to be back on Harper Cosmetics payroll in 3 months.
Well, in that case, why don't we talk then, huh?
If you like.
Excuse us.
Grant?
Grayson?
Marjorie, pleased to see you. May I introduce Kim Johnson? One of her scenes models, glorious hair, hasn't she? I have a passion for redheads. Well, were you happy about my editorial on Laurie Caswell and Expectations?
Yes, but I just hope that you haven't exhausted your stock of good words, Grayson. You're going to be needing them all when you review our new Tempest lines.
David. Yeah. Have you, heard about Grant's new toy?
Ferrier Cosmetics. Yeah, he told me about it this afternoon.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to find out who's going to be first in line for the Harper funds. My guess is going to be Colette. In that case, it's going to be hello, Ferrier, and bye-bye, Tempest.
Wesley, stop it.
Come on. David doesn't mind my sense of humor. Do you, David?
No, Wesley. Your sense of humor is not what I mind about you.
Say hi to Marjorie and...
Racine, you look wonderful tonight.
Well, thank you, Marjorie. So do you.
I'm really sorry about that Ferrier deal being such a problem, Father. Still, I hope it doesn't delay the cruise.
When were you going to tell me about this delay?
Tonight at home. Certainly not here.
Did I, speak out of turn? I'm very sorry, Father. Gee, it was nice of David to loan his apartment for Laurie's birthday party, wasn't it? Ah, look at this cake, shall we? See you later.
Hey, what's the matter, Laurie?
I don't know. I guess it's just too much, all of this. I don't see why I deserve it.
Then you're not seeing what I see. You deserve everything you get.
If you'll be in town the night before you leave for Bermuda, why don't we have dinner? I have some thoughts on the new Expectation promos I'd like to go over with you.
Well, as a matter of fact, Laurie did say that she wanted to meet with Taryn before we left. An early dinner?
Early as you want.
Hey, kid.
Hi, Michael. Chris York, this is my stepfather, Michael.
Chris, I do. Heard a lot about you.
Nice party.
Oh, yeah.
He always tells dumb jokes. You have to laugh to be polite.
Wait a minute. They're going to do what?
They are going to make a movie out of my Newsbeat article. Now, what is so funny about that?
Well, I mean, I knew that once they did Gandhi, it'd be just a matter of time before they got around to your story.
I am going to treat that remark with the contempt it deserves. Actually, the producers are flying up from the coast next week, and they want me to meet with the writer
Oh, I can just see it all now. I can see the title. Three Faces of Racine. Racine. I got a better one. Racine Dearest.
Coat hanger, please.
Sorry, I couldn't
You're gonna
resist.
get it. Oh, who on earth could that be? It's after 1 o'clock in the morning. Oh. Darling, don't start anything without me, hmm?
Hurry back.
Kim, my God, what on earth happened to you?
I'm so sorry, but I didn't know where else to go.
Oh, darling, don't be silly. Come in here. Don't just stand out there in the hall. Are you all right? Oh, God.
Scared.
I know, darling. Come on in here and sit down. Just
I've
take it
never
easy.
had anything happen like this.
Calm down. Just sit here and relax. Let me get you a brandy. Oh, Kim, what happened? Who did this to you? I mean, were you mugged or what? Kim, now, darling, tell me. Tell me, who did this to you?
I can't. He said if I told anyone, he'd ruin my career. And I'd never work again.
Grayson Carr did this to you?
Please don't tell anyone I told you.
I won't.
He has this weird thing for redheads. I didn't think it would be anything like this. I just wanted to be seen with him. He's so important.
I know, darling, but the only thing that's important right now is that you are all right. Now, I want you to go to a hospital and make sure that there's nothing seriously injured, all right? In fact, I'm going to take you there myself. You just finish your drink. Wait here, calm down. I'm going to go change. I'll be right back.
Racine, what's going on?
Darling, I think we have just found Grayson Carr's Achilles heel. This is the end of the line for Tempest. And for David.
Marjorie, I do not want you going on this vacation without me. I'm sorry about the situation with Ferrier, but it'll only delay us a week. All right, maybe 2 weeks at the most.
We made this date months ago. You know how important it is to me. If you want me to go without you, Grant.
Of course I don't want you to go without me. Listen, we'll extend the trip. We'll stay in Rio longer. Maybe even buy a house there.
Oh, renegotiate. Trade off, bargain. I'm sorry, Grant. I'm tired of your boardroom manners. I'm tired of being the third most important thing in your
All
life.
I'm asking for is a couple of weeks.
Oh, and another couple of weeks. And then another business problem that only you can handle. No.
I don't understand how you can make such an issue out of just a vacation.
It is not just the vacation. The real issue for me is 32 years being married to a man who has more love for his business than he has for his wife.
That's not true. Yes, I do love my work. It's very important to me. I've never made any secret of that. But that doesn't mean I don't love you. Of course I do. Very much. And you know it.
I'm afraid I don't know it anymore, Grant. I had hoped that our being together, without the pressure of your work, would help me to remember.
Mrs. Harper, your luggage is in the car.
Thank you.
Sweetheart. The Tempest show is in 2 weeks. Aaron Bell comes back from Europe in 2 weeks. I have no choice. I have to wait.
I'm sorry, Grant. You'll have to wait alone.
Next, head down to the Peach Pit and hang with Donna, David, Kelly, and the rest of the gang. Catch Beverly Hills 90210, only on SoapNet, the new way to watch soaps.